Black Girl Magic is a fucking vibe, son.
Jobbertears podcast.
You ever heard somebody drink really like aggressive? Like,
yeah,
like,
between you and your brother, absolutely. I have.
No, there was this dude I used to work with, and like, it would be
It's
like
that, and then when you smack your gums when you eat or chew gum, I can't with that.
I don't mind that.
That's
I
annoying.
just hate hearing the swallowing of the water. You ever
Just
heard that
extra
one?
as fuck.
There was this dude I used to work with, and then if he used to come in mad early, so we used to come in mad early together. It'd be like 5 a.m. right?
Yeah, okay.
And at 5 a.m. you don't want to talk to nobody. You want everything to be chill.
Yeah.
So he used to get his breakfast. He would sit right next to me, and I just hear him. I hear him drinking his water. Like I would hear him. I was like, I gotta walk out this office.
He said, I had enough. I can't deal with this. Jobber Nation, welcome. Have you missed us? We've missed you to another episode of the Jobbertears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle from HR. Here with Sir Wilkins and Mrblacc. Happy Jobber Slam week, everyone that is coming near and far. For this weekend, we kick off with Black Girl Magic this Friday. So if you have not already gotten your tickets for that, make sure you get that. Bell will be prompt. So 8 o'clock start time this Friday, which in real time is tomorrow. So make sure to come out. And then the next day will be Jobber Slam 2 house party. Doors open at 2. Bells at 3.
3, yes.
Promptly at 3 o'clock. So make sure to come
Fuck
out.
prolific.
Whoa. Yeah, well, as you guys have noticed, we've actually not have recorded in the past 2 weeks because, someone had to heal a little bit. So now we're back in full effect. Someone asked me, why didn't y'all get Full Force to come? And I was just like, they're not in the budget. They're not available. But
shout out to my son Ron, aka Ron Clarky.
It was a valid question. But once again, if you have not already purchased your tickets, please make sure to purchase them. Tomorrow will be the absolute last day for the $25 special for general admission. Front row is officially sold out. It will be $30 at the door, so make sure if you do not want to get hit with that extra $5, because that $5 can go somewhere else, make sure to purchase online. Tomorrow will be the last day to purchase tickets. We thank all of our sponsors that have supported us, Storyline Tees, Pretty Heels, Dr. D.
Dr. D.
There's so many.
Giving these bitches the D.
Out of control. So many sponsors, but we will definitely.
She's not. Hey guys, I'm not paying.
Who's not paying?
For free. Tavia of Your Sports. No. Y'all definitely paying.
Shout outs to Your Sports. Once again, an official sponsor of Jobber Slam 2 as well.
Let's go through the sponsors.
Okay.
So
I was trying to go off the dome, but I was just like, oh my god, it's so many. Low key, it's like 20.
You're not
I am.
Jay-Z,
Don't disrespect me.
You're not Jay-Z,
I can be.
No, you're not.
I
you
can
can't
be.
go off the dome because you didn't go off the dome.
Exactly.
All right, so wait,
you're not a Shaz.
So wait, let's
You're
go.
not a Shaz.
Wait, let's start from the top. So Steve versus Q. Four Corners of Commentary is sponsoring Backstage Brawl. Shout out to Backstage Brawl. Support.
There's no need for that.
Sponsoring. Yeah. Oh, so I'm gonna say.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah.
You can just read the thing.
I'm gonna say.
Yo,
I can
alright.
go match by match because that's actually how I visually see it. So I can tell you.
So it's Pretty Heels. Gigi for the win.
Gigi for the
Shout out to
win.
Gigi.
Newer sponsor.
Henny Wrestling.
Nigga Henny with his partner Deuce Wrestling.
What?
His partner Deuce
asking?
Wrestling.
Party Mags.
Yes.
G'd Up Gentlemen.
Ooh, G'd Up Gentlemen. Oh.
Dirty Heels.
Dirty Heels. That's my nigga Sped Ed Kids episode available now.
Your sports show.
No, Tavia, like I can't sponsor. No. Like you part of your crew, man. Fuck prolific.
Dr. D's. Because given these D's, wrestling showcase.
Dr. D is a holy man, so y'all gotta chill.
So what? Get a holy dick.
No. That man don't even like you cussing around him.
Run them digits.
Run them digits.
Yeah, shout out to Andre and his lovely wife out of Louisville, Kentucky. No.
Welcome
they
to
just
the
went
Raw
to Disney.
Zone.
I feel like everybody named Mama this year took their kids to Disney this year.
Yeah.
Because they went to Disney for like a good almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Go for the Pin podcast.
Shout out to that was just on their show.
Shout out to
Backstage
Mike,
Brawl.
My son
Shout out to
Ice
Randy
and the Dominican.
and Eric.
Storyline Tees.
The old.
Shout out, listen, Nate, and I had a conversation with Nate yesterday. I cannot express how thankful I am for Nate for really helping on the branding side of things, not only for the show, but for the podcast. I can't see who it is.
Saturday morning cartoons and cereal.
That's my guy. Oh, shout out to him.
Yeah.
The Golden Girls.
Yes, those are my besties, of course.
Are they old?
We're old in spirit. We've
Two
been friends over 15 years, so that's pretty old.
Bros.
Oh, they coming back 2.5 Bros? Ronaldo and thing? They coming back?
And Lawrence.
Lawrence, my bad. I forget his name. They coming back?
Yeah, with Mikey. Cheap Pop Wrestling.
Don't throw him under that.
Okay.
The Four Corners Commentary Podcast.
Okay.
And Shadow Wrestling Alliance.
Yeah, so shout outs to Vince and the guys doing big things. Tavia, you know you good. So I don't even know why.
No, she not, my nigga.
You know you good.
She getting beat over the head.
No,
I know what kind of checks she be getting and the drug money she gets on the side.
We not gonna talk about that, but you know you good in my book.
You know Tavia's a trap queen out in these streets.
I know.
She's a trap queen.
If you think she is, her mama.
Yo,
she the OG. For real. I never forget when we
runs
went
the whole Northeast.
When we went to I went to her, but we did a birthday brunch a few years ago. And her mama was not playing with the shit. So I love the energy.
Yeah,
I see where Tavia gets it from.
Will be there in spirit, but I wish which is this Saturday.
Who are the original?
Saturday. I don't know who's the original job of baddies. I don't think we had baddies. Like I had Black's Angels, but that dismantled.
What?
Nigga, you what?
What?
I think it's not the South.
You had Black Angels? Who were Black Angels?
Listen, man, I'll try to set it up, man. Listen, y'all women in wrestling, there's a lot of money to be made. Y'all need to make up your own baddie section, B. Because
women wrestlers have too much ego.
I do run the nursery. Girl, you about to run the whole country soon. Don't even worry about it.
You said it. And they love you.
Wait,
too.
but who's the original? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Who said that?
Shout outs to Bass. Congratulations on your book as well.
Big dick moves.
An author at its best, and
Big
also newly married. So congrats.
Congratulations.
What other kind of like monumental things is going on? And what's been going on the past 2 weeks? What have you guys been up to the past 2 weeks? We haven't recorded.
Oh, I've been working at the Apollo.
Oh, how's that?
Yo, it's a fucking movie, my nigga, son. Dang, since seeing amateur nights, up and coming amateurs, like
They still got Sandman?
No.
What?
Which one Sandman, the guy who be dancing?
Yeah, that come out and when people boo.
He's still there, yeah. But they didn't boo nobody, because now there's two sections. I didn't know this. There's the kids part and there's the adults part. You're not allowed to boo the kids.
You can't boo the kids?
You gotta give them like appreciation. But there was 3 different type of girls. There was one that sung like regular R&B, one sung opera, and it was a dancing crew. The audience was from the girl who could sing, but it's all about they all were talented, but it was all about like what the audience feeling that day.
Yeah,
you understand? And there's the older adults, man. It was fire. Like to me, it's a good experience. And then next time I was there, it was a conference for like for the
LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, it was there. Thank you. And like you saw a lot of nuances how they feel about shit. But the one thing I always feel like we do too much is we do a lot of dick jerking around. Is we have conversations where like, oh, this person do this person do this, but like you don't bring in the people you have issues with and see where they're coming from. It's all about point.
Oh, because no one likes to communicate.
Right, but you do a lot of think pieces and y'all all saying the same exact thing. You don't think that how that means someone else that who's a straight male have to deal with transgenders, and after that if I misword you, oh, F you, da-da-da. I'm looking like, boy, you look like a damn she, but you don't call me a he. And after that,
bro, son, I think we should move on. What are we doing?
What have you been up the past 2 weeks?
What are we doing here?
I mean, that's what he was passionate about. His experience now at the Apollo. You know, most neighborhoods are gentrified, so you're getting a lot of different folk from different parts and things like that. But
listen, that's why I love wrestling. All that shit doesn't matter. Listen, if the main guy who draws is gay, I don't care. He draws for the house. If he's black, I don't care. He's drawing, everyone eats. You feel me? I really don't care. Wrestling is gay, and people don't understand that.
Oh, that's okay too. Speaking about wrestling, I actually went to Chicago last weekend.
How was that?
It was pretty dope. It was very low key.
What any shows you saw?
As I tried to stay off of wrestling, but Did not. I actually went to
Shout out my nigga Ish, aka
Impact.
Samoan Joe.
Nah, we beefing right now, so no, not shout out to him. And I know he's gonna listen to this, and I know he's gonna text me like, "Why we beefing it again?" And I'm gonna tell him, "You already know why we're beefing."
Typical cancer. Like 9 out of 10 times, we know why we beefing.
What do
with
you mean?
Yeah.
You know exactly what I mean.
Shout out to
But
Dark Elite.
I was lucky enough to go to Impact's Emergence pay-per-view.
Oh, like they had at Hog that one time?
You said what?
Didn't Hog?
Yeah, I guess they had
Okay.
they did like a joint show with Hog, so that's a little different. But no, it was actually pretty cool because it was co-main event was actually Mia Yim, who will be main eventing Jobber Slam 2 this Saturday, versus Jordan Grace for the Impact women's title.
Oh,
And that was pretty dope. Their match was pretty good.
no spoilers.
And then they had Ring of Honor guys, the Honor No More versus the Bullet Club dudes.
How you feel about Bullet Club?
That never really was like a thing for me.
Okay,
so
take it away from how they are now. Do you think that they still have the cultural influence that they had back in the day?
No.
You think that?
I don't think there's any. I don't know. Once again, Bullet Club for me was never like it. Never was the stable that made me like hype.
Yeah.
And that's just me. But like right now, even on Impact, they had the Good Brothers. They had the Ace Austin Kid, who I love.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really I've loved him since the indie shit because that magic trick in the beginning when he comes out is fucking dope. They had Chris Bay, and then they had Samoan looking kid who was tall as fuck.
Oh yeah, he's tall. Yeah,
young kid.
She said, "Good morning, everybody."
Oh, good morning, everyone. Oh, in New Zealand. Oh, shout out to New Zealand.
Shout out to New Zealand.
Good morning.
But yeah, like
but no, Impact for the most part, a lot of people came out. It was a packed house. I will say that.
Chicago's a wrestling town.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, and then they we didn't go the second night. The second night they was doing tapings, but we didn't go to that. We just went to the pay-per-view Friday night.
You saw D'Lo Brown?
Yeah, actually, I saw D'Lo. Oh, that's Hakusan? Oh, but he looks just like him. That makes sense. Actually, so I had my homegirl Angie that lives out there that I was staying with. She never had Hooters. So, confession time, because I didn't even tell him. Because that's our spot. So, we went to Hooters.
I've never been to Hooters before.
What?
Does it got titties out and everything?
No, it's very past that. It's really just going for the food. But you not going for the food? Okay.
Especially if they black. I mean, I'm going for the black titties.
But you're not going to be able to see titties because they got clothes on. Anyway, so Angie never had Hooters. So I said, you know what? Let's try to go because clearly everything closes at 11 everywhere but
Weird
New York
shit.
now.
That shit is weird.
Since the pandemic. So it actually is weird.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were leaving, D'Lo was sitting there at Hooters.
Oh, nice.
So we said, hey, for a second, and then we left because he was with someone, you know. You don't always want to interrupt somebody and how they, they vibing and stuff. Hey! It was one of those. So,
shout out to D'Lo Brown.
So yeah, no, and it was dope because I love me some Tom Phillips because he does commentary now at Impact and Aiden English.
Big Tom, Big Tommy
does commentary with them, and I thought it was dope because every time you could actually hear the commentary, like when they were introducing the matches or going into like the next match, they had the volume for the house, which I thought was pretty cool. But no, it was a pretty good experience. It was I've never seen I don't think outside of WWE saw wrestling in Chicago like that, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, we're excited about this weekend. Those that are coming far and near, once again, we thank you so much for supporting not only the Jobbertears podcast but also Battle Club Pro. I guess we can talk. Who sent you the PWI thing?
Yes.
My homeboy from MLW.
Oh wait, what's his name?
Duncan. He does the talent stuff.
Still give us fire merch.
So he sent it to me and I was like, no, he was like, congrats on the PWI. I was like, nigga, what are you talking about?
Facts.
I said, what are you talking about? No, I was like, no, I didn't want to be rude. So I was like, thanks, but what are you talking about? And then he sent me the picture. He's like, I saw this on Twitter. I was like, oh shit. This is cool.
So when you sent it to us, I had to take a double take. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I'm gonna frame it.
And then I'm gonna get us the copies. I'm gonna order the issue because I think it is their upcoming November edition of PWI that's coming out. That's already available like online. So I'm gonna get us a few copies, physical copies of it. But I mean, what are your thoughts on how do you feel like being in that kind of conversation? Because we were first of all talking to Jericho on the same line as us.
Yeah,
I was
right.
just
That's
like,
I mean, from my personal
excited.
experience,
Shit
just
is
seeing
wild.
it all, it just shows you that what we do pays off. You know, a guy from my job stopped me. Right, I'm over here walking into my break. La 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 la. He's like, yo. Yeah, I saw your podcast come up on Instagram, everything like that. I listened to a couple of episodes. Y'all be speaking the truth. Like, that's always our tagline is, y'all speak the truth. You understand?
Yeah.
It's always, y'all speak the truth, y'all speak the truth, y'all speak the truth. And I like the fact that how our opinions over the years evolved. You understand? As more when we get into the business.
Yeah.
Because we see it as more as like, they athletes, but we also see the human side of them. You understand? Like, one thing that I admire that we do, like, we never trash the athlete as people. We just say, hey, yo, shout out to Chris. It's just, to me, it shows you that when you stay true to yourself, good things will happen.
Yeah.
Like, the universe will work in your favor. Like, they say how that we too New York, we too curry, we curse too much. But y'all all follow the quote unquote structural rules, but y'all not taking risks.
yeah, I think I don't know. For me, it's a thing to be happy about, but there also is just, I think it also is a testament, I think, to our journey together. We've had highs and we've had lows. Yeah. But I think it's just dope to be recognized in that, kind of conversation, just in general. But, stuff like that, I think for us is just like, we do it because we love to just talk, and our dynamic is just us.
And I just love the fact that we're black, and we showing that black wrestling too. And the one thing about us, like, we're not like a whole bunch of monolithic or black people, the same exact thing. We're all
we all like who we like. We all
right,
all have different opinions and how we present those things.
You know, like, he's into working out, and I'm into yoga. You're
into yoga now?
I've been into yoga, dogs. Listen, that's how you stay young out here, B.
I mean, you stay young by not being stressed out. So.
No. That too is, like I said, you stay away from bad women, you love God, and take your sea moss.
Bad women, wow. What are your de-stress things that you do?
I don't know. Not that many.
Oh, really?
But it was dope seeing it on there though. That was pretty cool. I think it shows that people fuck with us.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a lot of people like saying that out loud.
Why is that?
It's like the Underground Railroad type of thing.
Yeah, but I think it shows that people do because it was voters.
Because you got to get voted. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was that thing, and then to have that was pretty
dope.
cool. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, because you don't expect those things, and I think even from the beginning when we started the podcast, we never really was anticipating any type of like homage or type of accolades or anything like that. We just do it because we love it. Chris, I will definitely snapshot this to make sure that you keep your word and you come to New York. Okay, thank you.
So my thing is this way. Like, how should I explain this without saying this? I'm gonna say it straight up. Are we burning the line of getting more mainstream popular because the people don't look like us start recognizing us?
I guess yes and no. I guess it depends. I mean, for instance, shout outs to Brian Waters and Evan Mac.
Happy birthday, Big B. Losing weight, looking
the
slim.
Team from Mac Mania. I was asked to be on the Ringer this week, and mind you, so that's the thing. Whenever I think, like I said, we've cultivated this community of other podcasters and other people that are in media and wrestling, and we just take it for what it is. So like, as simple as Brian hitting me up and like, yo, I want you to come on the podcast. I'm just like, okay, to promote the show, talk about being co-owner. I'm like, cool, not a problem. I just do it because, to me, that family does what family does. So, and then not knowing how big of a deal it was after the fact was what actually makes me laugh about it. Because my homeboy Chris, who lives out in, he's now coaching about 45 miles north of Savannah, so he's in Georgia right now. He calls me. Now, I'm thinking 10 o'clock at night, something wrong with Chris, because he's from Detroit. Right. So he always getting into something. But he was calling me. He was calling me to tell me, he's like, yo, I listened to The Ringer, and I go on the podcast today, and I saw your name. And I was like, yeah, my homeboy produces the show.
But you have to understand.
He's like, yo, that's a big thing. And
That
I
is
was
a
just
big
like,
thing.
well, I mean, for me, it's just, I'm always honored when, people want, either it's me or any of the boys on, because it's like, we don't get to be on the other side of the tracks, essentially. So, we don't really take, things, I think, as big as what they may be. But we're still blessed and we're thankful of any and all opportunities
we are
that
blessed
come our
beyond
way.
measures. I feel that this is our time to smell the flowers. How we cultivated, this is technically Java Slam 4. Technically, if you really think about it.
Because we did the live show.
Right.
And then we did the party.
Right.
And then we did the show last year.
Yeah, this is technically Java Slam 4. The fact that we cultivated the way it is and everything's getting bigger, people's talking about it is good. You understand?
Yeah, it's good for the culture.
It's
That's
good.
really
And
what it is
I
about.
feel that's all of it about. What when you get into wrestling, you gotta do something that make it better.
Absolutely.
You understand? And
well, speaking about doing better,
big trips.
We've, once again have not been on for 2 weeks, but that does not mean that wrestling has still not been going. And once again, as the wrestling world has begun to shift in this new era, this is like the legit McMahon Helmsley era.
Yeah.
It's
true.
Yo, that shit is wild.
This is really
That shit is wild. How that
Definitely.
shit comes full circle.
Yeah.
Because if you go back, I saw it a few weeks ago. Somebody had posted it online. The WWE magazine cover with Stephanie. I think it was either her burning Vince's picture or something.
Something like that, yeah.
It was something of that. And I was just like, if that wasn't an omen then that, we were all kids at the time, so we wouldn't have thought no shit like that. But now looking at it, I'm like, damn, that shit was written into existence at that point. So we are now in this, Triple H era of wrestling.
Love it.
What have been some, we've gotten surprises left and right.
Love it.
Niggas is rushing home Monday to watch
Facts.
Raw.
Facts.
It is
love
just,
it.
it's a different time in wrestling. So let's talk about it a little bit. Let's
Some
talk,
have been
what are
listening.
some of the biggest, I guess, differences you feel right now in this Triple H era of wrestling?
Raw.
Talk about it.
Raw. It's 3 hours. But that's not 3 hours.
It don't feel like it.
It's 3
It
hours.
definitely didn't feel like
You
it this past
understand?
Monday. I ain't gonna hold
You
you.
understand? Every week, almost. Everybody complaining about, oh yeah, I haven't seen him in weeks, whatever. But I'm looking like he came in and do what you have to do. He didn't have to get a long program. It just showed him that this is the strength. We have two monsters. Let's build them up. The fact that he had a little car crash with Dexter Lumis, it forced you to watch it from the beginning.
It forces you to
the
watch
end.
the little shit.
Yes.
Because I noticed, I had told this one on when we were watching Raw on Monday. Somebody was getting interviewed, but in the background, you saw an executive talk to mad security. So I was like, are they talking to prepare themselves for Dexter? It just was, now it's like you're overstimulated. So now you really got to try to focus on the little stuff.
The little
Because
stuff.
that's really what's been popping up like crazy. Even on NXT 2.0 when Indy had got the love letter from Dexter.
Come on.
The seeds that they keep planting in different areas, I think it's hilarious.
It's the little stuff. And like my brother said mad long ago, you make the whole the whole arena your setting. You see one episode, you saw AJ Styles pass by barely and wrestling them. He's passing by looking at them. He kept on moving. You understand?
Yeah, that was
and
sus.
he went to the ring. You feel me? It was still good though because it made sense. And people will complain about, oh, what's Austin Theory? Oh, he's gonna lose Money in the Bank. But yeah, he main evented Raw. You understand?
Against Ziggs.
In a great match. And now you have Bobby Lashley.
This one over here.
Come
popped.
on. Nigga, yo, he said, I'm going to build the U.S. division around you, big dogs. And every match, pay-per-view quality.
They definitely have been giving mid-card titles a lot of shine. The IC title was main event on SmackDown with Gunther and Nakamura, which was really good.
Yo, my nigga Ricochet, cutting good prom.
Listen, Rico, I was surprised Rico Booty even won the other day.
With the bling, my nigga Ricochet.
That nigga had a chain. I said, where the fuck he get a chain
looking
from?
sexy out here, Rick.
What the fuck going
I see
on
you out
here?
here. Matter of fact, you ain't no. Yo, your name ain't Ricochet. Name is Rico.
That nigga is always gonna be Rico Booty to me. So
That's it.
not the whole
Reek.
that.
That nigga's, the women's getting fucking time. My nigga, dude had Nikki Ash with the leather jacket on here. Son, dude job looking sexy. I heard that you get a nickname back. Piper, Nevis. Oh my gosh, bro.
I actually got used to Dewdrop, though.
But that's a
so
Triple H.
bad.
No. That's a
I
Vince
get
intro.
it, but
I get it.
I got
Get
used
it.
to it. Like
Yeah.
I was
My
just
nigga
like,
Bush.
and then the theme song, because if we get like do drop, that shit is a bop. So
Facts.
I guess.
Son, Bianca Belair don't have to wrestle every week. She should be chilling there. The commentary. Dick hard moments, B. Dick hard. Nigga talk about Michael Cole has been trash. Nigga never been trash, B.
I will say, since Michael Cole has gotten a good partner in Pat McAfee, like he ain't been no wrong. I will say that.
Every week is just consistent. Look, yo, Triple H brought like highlight packages, B. To connect the stories.
So like, if you missed last week, guess what? You got
good. And guess what? I'm hoping that Triple H. That's all I'm asking for. Bring back the Creed music, B. My sacrifice.
Okay, now
Cody.
now
I
we're
know
pushing
Cody's
it.
gonna do this. Cody Rhodes. Yo.
I was telling
hold
this.
on.
Bring back the
hold
My
on.
Sacrifice Creed music.
hold on.
We're
Cody
not-
working out.
we're not
My
doing it.
sacrifice.
I think. Listen.
Cody
Listen.
will correct to that.
I
Imagine
hate
that.
that.
Cody has to
Niggas
come
is
back
really acting like
to the hall.
Triple H is Jesus right now, because the nigga's not.
Dude's like, wait.
Hold on, wait. Because I love how excited the wrestling fans have become for wrestling.
Why not?
Over the past couple, was it 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
2-3 weeks, yeah.
2-3 weeks.
Give it to you.
So.
Oh, shout out to Live Johnson. Happy birthday, King.
Oh,
I see you
happy
watching.
Happy
Birthday,
birthday,
Live.
live. So one of the biggest things is that it's very much episodic.
You always talk about
Episodic.
That's always the missing
number one.
key.
That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, AEW's on its heels. Because I'm pretty sure they rushed back CM Punk and Kenny.
they definitely
they
they
did.
pulled the trigger on Kenny too early.
Yeah.
And
This
then
nigga ran like a Iron Man suit.
yeah, so that's what I said.
That shit was hard.
fire.
That
Yo,
shit was hard.
That was the
Hold on,
first.
that shit was hard.
That was the first thing I said to him last night. I said, "Yo, Kenny has a thing on his shoulder. That nigga has to be at like 40%."
No, he's probably at like 60,
But
70.
I did say though, so I do appreciate them protecting him and putting him in the trios, because then he doesn't have to take as many bumps or do as much as if he was by himself.
But the thing about it, I don't like the direction they're going with the trios title. Because 9 out of 10, Kenny and the Bucks are probably gonna
it's
win
like
the
written
title.
in stone.
Yeah, but I don't like that.
Okay, why don't you like that?
Because there's other factions that could win it.
Like
Dark
if
Order.
Chuck,
Dark Order.
if Best Friends and Orange Cassidy,
Yeah,
that's a
could-
game changer for them.
You could do that. You could uplift and then have them feud or have them come later on. I don't want it to always be Kenny and the Bucks have to win everything first. Kenny and the Bucks have to win everything first.
I agree.
Or Kenny didn't win the title first, but he won the tag. Did they win the tag titles first?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
him and Hangman.
But people had issue with that.
But they don't need to. And
I think that's why they have the issue. With
I'd rather Kenny come back solo. Just come back and just like be put into that title picture.
But I think so. That's the catch-22 though, because if you just throw him back in the title picture, then that takes a spot from somebody else that's been on the up and up, and that can I don't like that they're doing Warlord and FTR versus the Jay Lethal and them niggas at All Out, when you literally did all that shit for Warlord to then now have him just tag with the tag team champions and not have his own thing, not have his own rivalry. He's been messing with Jay Lethal the past few weeks, but come on, let's move on.
Shout out to Stephanie Hardy.
Hey girl, see you tomorrow.
I mean, I agree with you, but I kind of feel like AEW is all right, the lead is back, so they're going to do more programming a lot better. But like my brother said, I feel like a lot of times, if they're not center of it, no one else gets the good rub.
That's not the leader. Look at their women's division. That shit. He wasn't doing nothing. Come on now.
I feel like the elite should not be in the. They should have had a qualifying match to be in a tournament, and they got knocked out somehow, some way.
I actually think that match last night should have been the finals or something. I don't think it should have been a first round match, because honestly, the three of them, so Andrade, Roosh, and Dragon Lee, and that ending, it was weird. I don't, because they ran out of time and you could tell, But it just was like, if you guys just save it or wait for Rampage to come on. Like if imagine if this Friday the opening of Rampage would have been literally
Kenny coming out.
No, would have been, Andrade and fucking up Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
Like you'd have been like, oh shit, this is like still going. Oh, this is up.
Yeah,
oh,
and I didn't like the fact that Kenny took that move and he just got right back up.
He no-sold the move.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, son?
It.
And yo, I guess me being in wrestling, it looks like y'all always talking about we try to preserve the business. Y'all do dumb shit like that. Nigga, you're hurt. You should be selling it for a good while.
Where is Scorpio Sky?
Because nobody cares. Scorpio Sky's not good. Nigga sucks on the mic and he's decent in the ring. I don't know why y'all niggas love this nigga so much.
No, I only asked because somebody had put SCU had won the titles first.
Yeah, they did.
So I thought about that and I was just like, well, damn, if they would have just put SCU back together, then they could have did the trios. And they would, but, so, because we're going to just jump around and talk about some stuff. Question. What are your take on CM Punk versus Jon Moxley next week on Dynamite?
I don't know why they put on Dynamite.
Talk about it.
Son, like, it's like, it doesn't make sense. So you have All Out, which is like, what is it?
All Out is in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
In Chicago. So
2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 weeks. This is my issue. If this was a month ago or even 2 months ago, I'd be like, all right, you know what? Let it go. A month and a half ago, yeah, let's get that pop rating for Wednesday. But you have All Out in 2 weeks. You have the biggest draws of your company. 2 biggest draws of your company. I don't think there's anybody bigger draws.
And that the shit they popped off on Wednesday night, I was intrigued.
But the thing about it, they did a good job of cutting promos and building up a fight. So why not continue doing it? It's only 2 more weeks you have to do it.
Correct.
Maybe even 3. Matter of fact, it's not even 3 because the week of All Out, nigga, put up video packages.
Mm-hmm. They don't really do matches and stuff like that.
Don't even do a match. Do a video package. Do a whole video package. You build up. They don't got to be on TV. They can just be going back and cutting promos on each other. Let's build this up. And this is the thing I always keep saying. Like, people be like, oh, no, it's not a big deal. They cut a promo. No. I'm talking about build up to a fight. Let's look at UFC. Let's look at boxing. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have... I'm going to make up a name. Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. What do they do leading up to the match? They talk shit. Let's go old school. The opponent's going to be on Jay Leno talking about his match. Mike's going to be on another show talking about his match. Leading up to the match. They shouldn't be touching each other.
Correct.
And if they do touch each other, you break it apart because you want to anticipate this match. You want to be excited. I don't want them to fight right away because what happens after? They fight right away and then it's done. So
that's my fear and what I said yesterday. I said if what they're gonna do is it not end clean, then you're wasting my time. And then you give that bump. They're doing it for ratings.
Yeah, they're doing it for ratings. Because ratings have been low.
Let's just be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. They're doing it for ratings. And you know what? It's nothing wrong with that because you know what? They put AJ and Bobby on that 10 o'clock Cody hour for a particular reason because niggas don't really watch the ratings go down at the 3rd hour. So you got to utilize what you have. So my issue is not the reason why. My issue is just you doing it because then if it goes to where you have the match, you're anticipating it, they fuck each other up, they brawl, and it doesn't end clean, then now you're like...
But the problem is...
Now you got to run this back?
The problem is this, and I've been saying it ever since Cody left, none of the titles feel important no more.
None. Thunder Rosa ass. This one goes, shit, Thunder Rosa's on TV.
No, but...
For 2.5 seconds.
I feel the main title feels important.
Okay, I was just about to say that.
The main title
feel important, but bro...
Everything else
Pac
doesn't.
has a title, and you forgot about that. The whole TNT title, you forgot about that. Jay's title don't feel important no more. The women's title don't feel important.
Well, the problem is this, and I'm gonna say this: he should have never brought on ROH.
Because where is Mercedes
fucking
Martinez?
Cesaro, the ROH World
Come
Champion's
on.
been on TV way more times
got
than
Cesaro,
anyone
the
else.
thing
Think about it. There
And
was
the secondary
no
turret.
point. There was no point of bringing that out right away. But I understand what he was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to keep the tradition alive. Keep that ROH brand strong.
But you're not even doing this justice.
But it's not.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, that's why I was so annoying. People was like, you act like he saved wrestling when he bought ROH. It was a business move to make the brand stronger, which is AEW.
Right, because listen, I ordered that ROH pay-per-view. Every which way they was promoting Dynamite that following week. That's what they wasn't promoting the next ROH pay-per-view. They weren't promoting the next ROH show if there was gonna be one or a live show or any of that. It just was another way to push AEW, which once again is not a problem because it's business. However, though, when you have talent that you can utilize in a different way and you don't use them, then what essentially are we doing?
But the thing about it, it's too much talent. It's the same thing that happened with
it's
WWE.
oversaturated as
It's the
fuck.
same thing that happened with WWE at one point. And this is the problem because you're not using people. You're not using it. You can't.
I'm very confused on. So last night when they had Tony Storm going against that Kylan King girl, and when they said that Tony was still the number one ranked contender, I said how? How is she still? How? You mean to tell me there's no other female in that ranking? Who's number 2? I'm intrigued to know who's number 2 ranking because now you're playing back the same match with her versus Thunder Rosa. So unless that outcome is going to be different, then it really is no point. And you really haven't even built up their match because they've been tagging. They've been Thunderstorm for the past fucking month and a half, and they never should have did that.
They shouldn't have done. That was the first time when they fought,
and they had merch,
and they shook each other's hands.
They had t-shirts.
No, they shook each other's hand. I was like, this is fucking stupid. Why are you shaking this chick's hand? You should be slapping this chick in the fucking face and start up a fucking feud going.
But now they're going for the title at All Out.
No,
So-
because they're not building anything.
Of course. That's
And the
what I'm
thing
saying.
about it, like, there's been good spots. The promo between Moxley and what's his name? And Punk.
Oh, that
phenomenal.
was top notch.
Christian, Jungle Boy, even though Christian ate this nigga up.
It happened.
No. Christian been eating this nigga's food. Christian been eating this nigga.
He's a veteran.
Nah. It's disrespectful the way
Nah,
he
that
eats his
nigga's
food.
disrespectful.
can I be real with you?
So when Jungle Boy had left commentary to go fuck him up, I was like, finally.
Side note, my
Finally.
Jungle Boy, I'll be real with you. The more I see more on screen, I feel like Daniel Garcia is more of a pillar than him.
Well, but
That's because they pushed Daniel Garcia.
No.
For you to have that mindset, they've literally, that nigga Daniel Garcia has probably been in more main events on Dynamite than anyone else on that roster. Legit.
So this is what I think he does. I could be wrong. I think a lot of stuff that the way Tony Khan books is based on analytics.
Yes. Okay.
I think he bases a lot of his booking
I like
on
that. Okay.
analytics.
Okay, break
and
it
the
down.
reason why I say that is because
Break it down like DX.
he used to run a lot of analytics for the Jaguars.
Oh, so he's a numbers guy.
So he does a lot, and I could be wrong.
You just shoot it in the dark.
I'm shooting in the dark, and I might hit something. But I think he runs a lot of stuff off of analytics. So it goes back to what you said about Daniel Garcia. When they're like, yo, people are going crazy for this dude.
Yeah.
So online and on Twitter, because yo, Tony Khan, Twitter hoe.
Yeah, he is.
I'm one too, but he a bigger Twitter hoe. He loved the attention. So he on Twitter heavy.
Right.
So he's watching a lot of things. So remember when Swole went on trial on Twitter? You heard about that? Tony knew about it and mentioned it to Swole. So he's aware, and I think he bases a lot of his bookings on analytics.
It just makes sense. But then again,
which is why certain people get pushed and certain people don't.
See, but then
Because I get it. Because I am behind the scenes of wrestling. I get it. But sometimes you have better competitors. Like, for example, why haven't seen more Mero? Why haven't seen more of like Aleister Black? I feel like there's Tony tried to do the right thing by everybody, but he lacked boundaries. That's the problem because he bought. Like my brother said, he should never brought Ring of Honor. It should I honestly should never bought it. He should have bought it just for the library, but he trying to be like by everybody. He's Homelander. He does not like to be disliked. Where in front of the screen, he's all about taking pictures with everybody, but behind the scenes, he's different way. Now everyone said that he's very unreasonable to be around. Because everybody who seems to have boundary and speak up, they don't get pushed a certain type of way, none of that.
But I think it's because I think he's overworked.
Well,
he doesn't have a team.
Another point. Okay, so that's actually what I was going to point out because right after the whole announcement, with Triple H stepping up as VP of Talent Relations and also head of creative, was around the same time that there were a few people that got promoted on the AEW side. Yeah. But all those titles don't really mean anything if they're not in the room with you producing and creating storylines and stuff like that.
But do they respect Tony Khan?
Does Tony Khan respect them? I'm
going to explain to this. Reason why I say this is when you don't present yourself a certain type of way, my brother could agree with this, you present yourself, and Mike could go over, my Seamon's brother said that, as a man, you got to present, as a woman, whoever, present yourself a certain way to command that respect. He lost a lot of respect when he did to Big Swole. He lost a lot of respect when, he signed Brian Cage and have him not do fucking shit. He does a lot of shit that make you look like, you're supposed to be a company, you're supposed to handle shit a lot better. So I think that when we watching him on television, whatever, he doesn't command the room how he should as a leader.
Well, no,
I'm
because
not saying that his skills is not there.
No, he commands he commands a room. Like if you've ever been to AEW show, spoiler alert if you have not. Literally beginning of the show, this nigga comes out, start hollering, hooping and hollering and stomping his feet and all type of shit, jumping up and down, all type of shit.
So
he comes out like a fan. So when you're kind of behind the scenes, you're you probably don't even know how to approach a nigga because you're just am I getting the fan Tony or am I getting the owner Tony Khan?
Exactly.
You don't know what Tony you getting.
We all behind the scene of wrestling, right? We all had transitions from fan to podcast to being behind the scenes. There's certain shit I can't mark out for if I see. Well, I'll still mark out for certain people though, but I won't do it in a way that make me a fan, but in a sense of I respect your work. Because it's no longer as I'm a fan, nigga, I'm paying you. So if someone's paying me acting like that, I'm looking like I can't really trust his judgment because he goes off randomly on fans. He takes he say dumb shit oh, thank God for being only promoted for this long. Nigga, why you saying that for?
Yeah.
What kind of pop you try to get? Again, I'm going to say this again. Tony Khan is Homelander. You watch The Boys?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
He's not really Homelander. Homelander's a fly nigga.
In one way, what I mean by Homelander, it's Homelander needs that validation from everybody.
He needs a validation from everybody, but the thing is, you're right of what you're saying, right? But I really think it's because Homie is taking too much on. And legit, and this is what gets me sometimes. Because he does try. He does put Sonny on.
That was 1%.
He does. He did put Sonny in a group. It doesn't make no sense.
That makes zero sense.
But the thing about he's on TV.
So
Rampage.
They're in that they're in the qualifier. I think tomorrow on Rampage.
Rampage can be what Sunday Night Heat was for us in the Attitude Era.
Ooh, elaborate, big
that
dogs.
That hour of television where you catch up on storylines and you also have legit superstars doing things. And they've been trying. They've been trying on Rampage.
Yeah, depending on the Rampage here and
But then you have Dark, you have Elevation, you have all of this, which can do other stuff with that.
You get 200 views, 200,000 views.
Yeah,
on average.
That's
still good.
So
somebody had put he's KD, but difference is Tony Khan don't have burner accounts.
Nigga, Tony Khan is KD.
At least I can respect the fact that he don't got no burner account because he definitely.
How you know?
He said what he said.
How you
I don't know.
How you know? Because Tony Khan's the same when I said that it's Twitter bots that's affecting AEW.
But then also too, once again, y'all know I ain't on the Bluebird like that. But from him, from what I have seen, is he got no problem saying what the fuck he feel.
Super side note, a lot of famous celebrities have bots like their stuff like that. If you start looking at celebrities
I don't really care.
No. I realize that when you start realizing that a lot of celebrities the first 100,000 comments would be like this, like that, you could tell they are really just bots.
I mean, it is what it is, but I agree with you in that, I think he has too much on the plate and doesn't really know how to section it or to have boundaries, because I mean, like I said, you had these group of people that you've promoted, but it doesn't really change creative. It doesn't really change how you are still the number one and only one in charge of how shit is being booked. So.
You know the difference? What I know is about what Triple H, Vince, not Vince, Triple H, what Triple H been doing, Tony Khan been doing. The difference is so far every wrestler feels like the big deal in WWE. They feel larger than life, right? That's how I feel when I watch Triple H WWE. Larger than life, everybody get a spot. Little stuff, history. You feel like they feel larger than life. When I watch AEW now, I feel like these are just regular dudes. Like I'm not saying that, but a lot of them don't have that. Dang, son, I see what they mean by that. They feel so regular. You don't present them as larger than life. So this is why it's very hard for people to get into AEW. And the guys who gets it feel larger than life. Kenny, the Bucks. The Jericho Society, Daniel Bryan, whatever. But a lot of them, outside of that, if you haven't worked a large, what I'm saying is a lot of people don't feel like a big deal in AEW. They feel like regular people. They don't feel at all a big deal. They don't. And Tony took that luster off of them, because Cesaro, you are a champion. Why is it not vignettes of you? Hey, Mercedes,
you know he's not a vignette kind of guy. So.
Mercedes Martinez, why isn't the vignette of you showing that you Ring of Honor your past skills?
Cause
you own all this fucking library.
He don't
do that enough of that. So you don't feel like a big deal. Mox, hey, show the showcase what Mox been doing. Hey, Mox not on the show. Show a highlight reel of him kicking ass. See that why he is why he's the heart and soul of AEW. I don't feel like a big deal.
But I push back on that one, because you really can't make a nigga that's interim champion a big deal.
So what? You still making a badass? No, even in boxing.
I couldn't do that.
Even in boxing, they do that shit.
I have to side on that one, because if
Even
you're
in
gonna
boxing,
build
shit.
if you're gonna build the interim as a big deal, then it kind of undertones the actual champion.
No, it doesn't, because you still show vignettes of CM Punk.
Well,
I saw no vignettes of CM Punk when he was out.
Well, they don't do that. You're looking for stuff that they don't do. You don't do it. They don't live. Their fan base lives for the now, and that's why they don't do that. Their fan base rather sit there. They was in Charleston, West Virginia, random as fuck for Kenny to re-debut. They don't give a fuck.
I get it, but so let me ask you guys a question. It's all just general wrestling thing. Do you think us fans are stifling the business because we like what we like and we don't take nothing new? So do you think that we are contributing to the business, not elevating to the way it is?
I think it's a catch-22, because you have, you want to be able to relate to the audience. You want to be able to captivate the audience and have them feel invested. Okay. And the way that Tony, in a sense, does that is that he like we've always said, he gives it that indie feel, and there is plenty of fans that prefer that, and they gravitate to that, and they don't care if there's no storyline. They don't care. They don't want a storyline,
and I've said this too many times, because they don't care.
And that's just
so bad.
It's so bad. And that's the fan base that's the now. That's why that works for them. But for niggas like us that grew up on some even if it was a dumbass story, look, I go back to think about when Val Venus was popping out here with the hoes and shit, the porn shit, and think about how he was out here low key screwing whatchamacallit's wife.
Come on, B.
The Asian wife.
Come on, B.
And then she turned on him and sold him out to the husband, and they was gonna choppy the pee-pee. But that was only
the shampoo commercial.
That was like a small window of time that they had did that shit.
But the thing,
you remember it.
But the thing is, you also gotta understand this. Let's play devil's advocate in this situation. When it comes to before Triple H got involved, some of the storylines were dumb as hell. That was being done. For a while, there was some shitty storylines.
Yeah, they were. I agree with
and you even said it
3 hours. What was the shittiest one?
Mickey James farting.
Yeah.
What?
No, that was Natalia farting. And Piggy James.
Oh, poop doop poo, and then talking about Mrs. Balls.
Yeah.
Mrs. Balls actually is not
Dean
stupid.
Ambrose
it's hilarious.
Dean Ambrose
it's hilarious, and it also goes back to his actual show. So that was
Dean Ambrose being German-phobic out of nowhere.
Yeah,
nigga,
it was.
I don't remember that.
Exactly. Yeah, he was.
Brain blocked out.
He was coming out with the mask and everything. Like, there's been stupid storylines, and that's any type of thing, but he's catering to his people.
Yeah.
And then we also got to understand that's what they want. Because I've had this conversation. Because somebody even made a legit thing. He was like, "Yo, if I'm at a live show, I don't want to keep looking up at the screen." You know what I mean? Like, you got a live Raw, you don't want to keep looking at the screen to see like the behind the scenes stuff. And I understood that. I get it. Because at home, it's built for being at home. Because now you get the cutscenes and everything. Because when we had an AEW show, you get a match, promo, get a match. But in the bigger sense, it doesn't work 100%. It needs more of a balance.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen the reason why everybody's been enjoying Raw so much is because we're getting more of a balance.
Listen, I'm not going to hold y'all because somebody had put in the comments when Cedric and Mustafa Ali came out.
Come on, B.
I fucking lost it.
Nigga took him from the
I
stick.
said,
come on, B.
I said, I don't know whose idea was this, but okay. I knew they wasn't going to win, but I didn't give a fuck at that point. I said, listen, my niggas is on TV. and you know, I mean, I guess that's what, you know, like you mentioned, that balance. Like, you can have random ass matches sometimes, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like when fucking Hit Row came back, with, you know, wrestled a whole bunch of jobbers. Yeah. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But that moment, like when they came out, I thought back about, because I was in Chicago, and I was at Impact, and I turned on Sling on my TV to watch it, because I was like, oh shit. But it brought me back to actually when we interviewed her. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Fabiana in the building. And she just talks so highly about Trips. She talks so highly about, you know, her experience at NXT. And I think for them to get that one more like go around, it speaks volumes to the vision Triple H has for the future of the company.
Well, the future of the company is black.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand that. The future of wrestling is.
Listen, they got that, what's his name? He's like, I don't want to say he's the gay Velveteen, but that's the kind of vibe he give you, though. The Quincy Elliott kid.
Yeah.
Little Thickums.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be debuting on NXT. Yeah. I was like, okay, I can fuck with this.
That's what.
He different.
That's what gets me upset. Because, Tony, you had Sonny Kiss for mad years. But yeah, you let him sit on a shelf like a toy.
And then you won't let Sonny Kiss do anything outside of AEW.
Or
so
it's very selective.
But it's very. If it's a black show, he's not gonna let him do it.
Come on, Sonny Kiss. Come on. Oh, shout out to WWE giving Wale mad love on commentary. B, mad love on commentary.
Oh, when they was in DC.
Yeah.
On Monday.
Again, this is what we've been talking about. Like this. All we want
AEW
as black fans.
Only person that really did that was Swerve, and it actually made no sense because I didn't know any of them niggas.
Like
I didn't
Kevin
know
Gates
any
being there was
soul.
cool though, but it's just like, all right, Jermaine and Priest.
And that was that one in. That was again, a one-off.
This is what happened when like your announcers are not hip. What's they say? Wale, blah blah blah. Hyped them up, gave them the backstory. So you a fan watching at home like, all right, go check out Wale.
Excalibur saying Kevin Gates.
Yeah, Kevin Gates.
Regular as fuck.
Like, yo, I'm sorry. I like the commentary. I like Taz and rest of them.
Oh, listen, cool. Tony, because I know your ass probably listening low key. Tony, just let Excalibur and Taz do the commentary. Just do us all a favor.
Why?
Because they are AEW's Michael Cole and Pat McAfee.
But I feel like Tony Schiavone and JR is good though because they're good as the add-in too. But like I said before,
my man Tony, I know I love me some Tony Schiavone. Tony is like you. First of all, you forget he's even on the commentary because my nigga will say 2 words and then fade into the background. Really, once you have more than 3 niggas on the mic for commentary, it's a bit much.
It's hard, yeah.
And then when JR comes out and he coming out for the big matches, but then he's staying the whole show, and it's just like either you're gonna use him for the big matches or you're gonna keep him for the whole 2 hours.
Like I just feel like even the commentary, they're not hip.
It drags because then you get. So Excalibur, I feel like in Taz, they just have the chemistry better, and you feel you're at a 10 with them, and you can hear that they're having fun talking about it. When JR is on, and it's not a shade to the career of JR, but right now when he's on, he picks and chooses what he wants to be excited about, or if shit don't make sense, you can hear that he knows that shit don't make sense, so he don't even talk about it. or he tries to bury it on commentary, and you just be like, nigga, what?
Oh, it's
What the
worse.
fuck?
It's worse
What are
when
we
we
doing?
watching on online stream from the fight app. Oh, they be saying craziness on commentary. Like one time there was just like someone did the move. There was just like, I don't understand why you did that move for, because it made no damn sense. And after all three of them was like, you 100% right. It makes no damn sense. Watch you on Fright TV or like internet streams. But overall, I just feel like even the commentary in AEW, you know what? It makes sense for their audience because they're like, let's go back to what I'm saying. Everybody who's watching, listening to it, y'all niggas who talk all this shit on podcasts, y'all need to be commentary. Dead ass.
No, that shit is the hardest thing I will say.
No, but I'm saying that how y'all
Hands
talk
down.
all this shit about these commentaries being trash, whatever. Get out there and sharpen your skills because we need more of us out there. Because I do want to see a Mega Ran getting a Mega Ran getting oh, that's a Mega Ran, this, that, third. Somebody who's into hip hop and stuff like that.
Well,
But that's not their audience though.
But it's not neat. I think it's more a person who can connect pop culture well.
There you go.
And I think just
There you
in
go.
general, you know what's crazy? Jay, I don't give a fuck. That's why.
Zero. But you
I
can
saw him-
tell that energy translates on TV.
But the thing about it, you
can
have
tell.
to understand is what generation he's coming from.
Yeah.
And like, it's not structured the way that it should be.
Listen,
Exactly.
if JR ain't fucking with it, he ain't fucking with it, and you can tell on commentary he ain't fucking with it.
I just
And-
want them. What's the all-out card? Have they decided yet?
So right now they have, I guess, the finals of the trios match. So the trios title will be the person who
Thunder Rosa versus
three people that's
what's her
gonna win:
name?
Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm again. They
Is
have
Jade fighting?
who?
Jade.
I don't know. Yo no sé. Which, to be honest, I don't know how she's not ranked number 1 in the rankings, but whatever.
The
Whatever.
rankings don't make sense.
Whatever. And that's another thing that was fucking with me. I was like,
But then
what?
again, it doesn't make sense because she's not.
And you don't build things around her for it to make fucking sense. Like now, Chris Statlander's out for another 8 months because she
Yeah.
tore her ACL
Yeah.
on
She
the
has a
other
horrible-
leg.
She has a horrible PT.
Yeah, it is. I feel so bad for her.
But that happens a lot though. Once you, if the right side, if you tear the right side, you're gonna tear the left.
Yeah,
But-
so she
but-
first
but-
tore
but
the left, and then now it's
She
the
had
right.
bad rehab. That's why.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be out 6 to 8 months, and I think that was the route they were trying to go, for Jade next. But then you still have whatchamacallit, Ember Moon still rolling and rocking.
The thing is, they don't have to do much. Put Athena in that picture, have them feud. You literally just build up a 2-week program, have them feud, and Athena puts Jade over. And people act like there's not enough women talent out there. Because NWA Empower supposedly is not coming back because they said there's not enough women talent.
No, they're not looking.
But the thing about it, you have to understand is that exactly they're not looking. There's a shit ton of female talent. Like literally, what can be done right now? I'm saying this, and I know people don't like this. Yo, hype up Jade's streak. Like literally,
Yeah, I done already gave it to her. You might as well.
like literally, I'm not gonna lie. Do what they did with Goldberg. Add 10 matches on top of it.
Yeah. And guess what?
Listen,
You have the
actually, don't
technology,
do that shit, 'cause I
like,
can respect-
You have the technology where
I
like
can
how you show
respect
little
the
vignettes of
streak
her
she
like brawling niggas.
Yes,
you
you can legit.
See, but
you can legit do vignettes on that.
The issue is, and it's the same. It was the Goldberg effect, and we talked about this before. Is that she's literally gone through low key the entire
And the problem, like I
roster
said
of
before,
women that
is
they have.
streaks are better when the performers
They've
perform
literally-
know how to wrestle and put people over.
Like there's probably on one hand how many girls that girl has not fought yet, and it's probably Britt,
but the thing about it though,
Thunder, Tony,
no,
Ember.
You keep the streak, right? This is an easy buildup. You find somebody who can talk on the mic and who's good in the ring. Athena, you got to go away. But if we want to keep Athena, we can keep Athena.
I don't think we should,
But let's just put it out there. You beat Athena multiple times straight. Then whoever's been beaten multiple times straight, they take the title off of Jade because it feels a lot bigger. For instance, I'm watching the Lakers documentary
Oh, on Hulu?
on Hulu.
It's
Oh,
good.
okay.
It's absolutely fucking amazing.
All right,
Card?
we're gonna have to watch that.
It's really, really. You watched it?
No. We may have to watch. Did you watch the HBO show though?
I didn't watch the HBO show, but
the HBO show was really good.
The HBO show was really good, but this is a documentary, and they
You gotta watch the Tom Brady one too.
and they kind of shade the HBO one. They're like, this is the true story of the Lakers.
Yeah.
But we all know why.
Yeah.
But anyways, so for instance, the reason why I bring this up is because Lakers kept losing to Boston.
Yeah.
Like years. Years they kept losing to
Get
Boston.
to the finals and then lose. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I think like when they finally beat them, when they finally beat Boston, they beat Boston at the Garden, at like the
TD
Garden, wherever it was at the time. Something else, but whatever. They beat them in Boston's house.
Yeah.
The Lakers are the only people to ever win a championship on Boston floor.
So let me ask you a question.
So the reason why I'm saying that is that buildup would be crazy.
Okay.
Who's ever in that rivalry.
Okay.
Because they finally take off Jay. Because if it's a random person, like, I don't know, like Chris Allen out the blue, it doesn't, it's, you.
It depends on the right person because they did that with whatchamacallit, with Paige.
They did it with Paige.
They kind of did it with Paige.
They did it with Paige, but it was more of a better buildup.
Right. So I'm saying if they were to do that, if they were to use that same blueprint.
But they don't use their women.
Correct.
They don't use their women enough. So they need to. I'd rather them do with somebody consistently.
But there ain't nobody consistently.
So then build somebody up.
You could.
So for instance, if we're not gonna do it that way, that chick from Queens, the baddie, she bad. Mm-hmm. Shorty from Queens,
Layla Gray,
she should do it.
But she's trying to get into the baddie section.
No, we bring her into the baddie section.
On some Randy Orton shit.
Hell
yeah, son.
Join the group.
Hell
she builds up.
Hell
and then, next thing you know, one day on Dynamite, boom, over the top of the head. What up, bitch?
That's it.
Want an open challenge?
But then again, I feel like Tony Khan don't know how to do storylines.
But that's the storyline right there. Or you get Athena continuously losing, and then she finally beats in her hometown. Jade's hometown. Right then and there. The pop for that?
Yeah. But my thing is this. Okay. Good. But can Tony Khan make it compelling?
Well, you have Michael Bivins right there. He'll make it compelling.
No. I feel like you're right, but like, what about the stuff around it?
I don't know what the fuck they got him doing though, because they got
collecting
him.
A check.
Yeah. They have him messing with Billy Gunn's sons, and I thought that was weird.
Collecting a check.
Yeah.
This nigga is collecting checks.
But I feel like what he's doing, like Tony Khan.
And the thing about it, Dynamite was good. I actually enjoyed Dynamite.
It was.
So it's funny because we were talking about this on the train ride here. How they always they always make it a point to put like the hardest, heaviest thing first.
Yeah.
Always. For some odd reason. They always go in first. So I mean the 2 out of 3 was gonna be the Avi because it was gonna take at least a 45 minutes. It was gonna take a chunk of the first hour, so that made sense. And I actually did like the kind of like, I don't want to say turn or double turn that Daniel Garcia was kind of inking to, but I like the fact that the crowd received him for wanting to be a stand-up guy, which gave that door of like, if you want to go face, here's the door to go face.
Because half the chicks in there want to suck Daniel Garcia's
That's fair, but
that's why.
It's fair. I don't negate that, but I mean,
that's the reason why.
I don't negate it.
I like that's what I say. Analytics again.
I don't doubt that.
Tony Khan, the bitches love Daniel Garcia. Let's push him forward.
Because that nigga, I'm telling you, I'm pretty confident. Because it was on Jim Cornette's podcast. Pretty confident that nigga's been in more main events on Dynamite than any other person.
And then I'm telling you, it was analytics. Because Jungle Boy was getting all the bitches until he came out with his girl.
He got a girl.
Oh, shit.
Dropped. And then Sammy was the same way, too.
And then the analytics dropped.
Oh.
Well, Darby Allin get a girl.
Huh?
Darby Allin.
Well, because.
What?
I don't know. Well,
did he have like a domestic violence case?
Sure
but he white, so nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody talk about it. But
nobody talk about it.
That girl, the girl Gigi from Toxic Attraction, that was his ex shorty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Y'all didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Jobber Slam 2 this Saturday.
I'm mad all that. Y'all I've never seen
Jabba
all of
Slam
y'all
too.
stuck at the same
Jabba
time.
Slam
That
too.
was wild. Just
Jabba
that was
Slam
like,
too.
Jabba Slam too.
Y'all didn't know
Jabba Slam
that?
too, man.
Yeah. Oh,
we got
nah.
main event versus thick and juicy.
Now we-
For all the niggas out here sleeping on the big girls. Watch out for the big girls. You know that's something for everybody. If you're into submissions, and girls going at it, you got submission match. Bro.
How did we jump into the
You
Jabba
feel
Slam
me? If
card?
you're looking for straight up hitting matches, mysterious.
with
Because we
that.
respect women, we love women. We don't.
course.
Oh, absolutely. But then you also can't you can't just cover up
I'm not
shit
going into this.
because that's what the
No,
fuck them
no,
niggas do over there.
no.
Is they just
No,
cover up
no,
shit.
We're not going
No.
into this.
Okay.
No.
We're not going into this.
That's why our car's not filled with the palm color people.
We're not going into this.
Some
Wait,
nigga Alex
damn.
Kane getting married.
Let me-
Some nigga Alex Kane.
That was a wild transition.
You got married. So
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You talk about women. Yeah, you got married. Some nigga Alex Kane.
Wait, can you pull up the thing so I can see who said that to me? Because I can't see the names. Because if you so those are on the live feed. If you don't allow Facebook to access like your information or whatever, you know Zuckerberg be on the shits. Then it just shows up Facebook user. So we never can really say the name or see the name unless it's on our phones. But I mean, listen, I agree with you, Dynamite, for the most part. The ending was what fucked me up. That ending was weird,
Right
and I know it was because of the time. Oh, okay. But no, for the most part, I thought Dynamite was pretty solid though too. I'm not gonna hold you. I did enjoy the 2 out of 3 because I like technical wrestling.
But supposedly Warner Bros ain't fucking with him. Supposedly.
I heard that too. This he mad because is it the Batman? What's the shit that they not pulling out? Is it Flash? Batgirl. Yeah, he
canceled.
upset.
Well, it's because the company, and from what I was seeing, I think she's like they're trying to lean more towards like home decor.
Well, yeah, because
home-
that's what the HGTV shit. Them
Yeah.
shit's addicting. Like the flipping houses and all that shit.
That's
them
what that's the
TV
direction
shows.
that they're trying to go to. But
They-
the thing about it though, like, well, also that demographic, the older people, most older people watch that and they're at home and turning on their TV.
Right.
See, but I guess it depends on the time, and it goes back to analyticals, as you mentioned. Because it was the same issue when you think about it, same issue WCW had. Because when TNT and when AOL and them merged, they wasn't trying to fuck with nothing wrestling, and it in turn that was honestly the beginning of the end at that point.
But most companies, and that's what because most companies don't understand, like,
There's money in wrestling.
because regardless of what you say about AEW,
Still money.
they consistently hit 900K.
Yeah.
Like
On Wednesdays.
they'll
not Fridays.
they'll drop like to maybe 850, but they still hit 900K.
That's not a lot.
People don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah, and then when you and crazy thing about it is when you go to YouTube, some of him 900K easy.
900,
a million,
200
2 million, 4 million.
Well, that's because clips is easier on the take than the
but
whole
still,
show.
that's still
But
money.
but think
though.
about it, I can
There's still an
advertise. I
audience,
can
yeah.
advertise on that.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm tired of the fucking advertising. Listen. Okay, this fucking picture by picture shit is too much.
You gotta watch the link online though.
No, fuck that. If I'm sitting there, listen, and I get it, commercials are a way for them to pay their bills. So I'm not knocking the hustle. But when you have an important ass match, limited commercials. I'm not even saying fuck no commercials because we already know, Tony, clearly your money, you ain't putting money into that. But limited commercials. My nigga, we said we was going to challenge ourselves this coming Wednesday, and everyone's welcome to join in the picture by picture challenge. Take a shot every time them niggas go to picture by picture.
You trying to die?
Are you going? Exactly my fucking point.
You trying to die?
But exactly my point. Like you get to a point where it fucks up how you watch the damn match.
I tune out sometimes.
Exactly. But the main reason why you tune out, and listen, Tony, because I know you
I watch
listening
the
low
link.
key. I know you listening. Change the fucking side of where the fucking picture.
But the
picture
thing
is.
about it is companies want their thing to be over.
You
That's
listen.
the
You
thing.
don't gotta listen.
If Charmin paying you $2 million to advertise
It
themselves,
don't.
they
Listen,
wanted the bigger part. They're
It
gonna
don't.
Do it.
But the thing though is, it can be small on the other side. I'm not asking for it to be bigger on the other side. I'm just asking.
You know what they need to do, too?
Be on the other side.
Have like a ticker on the bottom and advertise stuff like that.
Nigga, just
that shit is distracting.
just fucking go to commercials.
Oh yeah, I'll take the shit off completely.
Just go to commercials.
Because that 2 out of 3 falls alone had to have had 5
when it be like
commercials.
blood and guts, like I hate that because blood and guts, they be like pitch like this, and I'm like, boy, you in a cage, man. I can't see. I'm like, all right, I'm walking away, go to the bathroom. I forget sometimes.
Yeah.
So I personally like watching it on the links because it's on a fight app. So they get it on there. You can watch everything straight through. And boy, the announcers be spicy nuggets, b.
But that picture. Listen, once again, I welcome everyone to take the challenge with us next week. This nigga's checking himself out. Wow.
I've been losing weight, everything because of training, b.
Oh, good for
I'm
you.
an athlete out here, b.
Good for you.
Mama
What's a new move that
mentality.
you learned this week?
I didn't go to because of job.
Oh, last week.
What did I learn? I forgot. Oh, we just had like cardio. I be spanking the young niggas in cardio, b. They ain't seen my cardio. I'm talking shit. Y'all ain't seen my cardio, b.
Wow.
I ain't seen my cardio, b.
Wait, what have you learned recently? You never really talk about training like that.
What did we do? We did there's this move. I forgot what it's called. Some Japanese move they taught us.
Ooh.
It's like you on the side and then you flip them.
So
over.
it's a suplex?
No, the person is like, let's say somebody got you in a headlock,
Okay.
and then you snap your hips and you toss them over your head.
Oh.
That's fire.
It's also like a side.
You know how to do a drop kick?
I know I do a drop kick. My drop kick is actually alright.
Ooh. Your drop kicks alright?
You know how to take a flip bump?
Yeah,
Yo, that shit is scary.
that's just scary as fuck.
No. It's just like.
Oh wait, is that the video you sent me when you didn't trust yourself at first?
Yeah, like
Because he had to flip himself over.
Yeah, it's just like this. How they do.
He
like,
sent me a video of him like that.
Like
Don't do
this.
that.
I'm showing you.
You don't show me. Don't do that.
Put your hand like this,
Yeah,
and
show
then you just have
yourself.
to flip. The thing about wrestling, it's repetitive. It's repetitive. Like that's the only way for you to do it. And like you gotta trick your brain. Like in wrestling, you can't think. You just have to go by instincts and pay attention.
Well, hopefully your instincts is right.
Oh yeah.
Niggas.
It's always right because I go by instinct. I paid like.
Are they gonna make us do a match if I go there?
Well, yeah, they could come. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
me
to
and you.
fall out? Wait, what?
Can you do a drop kick?
No.
Can you do a drop down leapfrog?
Yeah, I could do that. But the thing about it is, here's the thing: we're not breaking that case only for emergency.
No, it's just a practice. We can practice.
Y'all
with each
can
other.
practice on each other.
All right,
Pause.
next year I can let the cat after back. Joe Kim announce it. We're having our own NXT Wednesdays, B. The fall about to have shows on Wednesday nights, B.
Oh.
Live stream.
You gonna be competing against NXT?
Yo, listen.
Well, actually, apparently, so there's rumored. If we've already thought there was a shift on the WWE side of things, it's about to be a whole nother shift because what they're talking about is they're gonna do a draft very soon, if not right after the Castle shit, where they're gonna bring up some NXT guys.
Streamless.
Hope Santos Escobar.
Yo,
please.
he lost. Yeah,
I know. So please,
like honestly,
bring them all up.
I'm
Just
happy that
saying.
Triple H is in charge because factions is coming back. Yo,
Did
Triple
you see
H.
that there's a new NXT England coming?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So
Triple
with
H. Bring
with
back
the
Hurt
guys,
Business with Mustafa Ali, please.
yo, so
That'll be fire.
I'm gonna go
though.
back to what I was saying, but about the Hurt Business, I saw a clip. I don't know if I sent it to y'all, but I think I sent it to you. It was what's his name, Chris Van.
Leak.
What's
Vleek?
his name?
Vleek,
Yeah, he did. He was interviewing Bobby, and he straight up asked him like, "Yo, do you think the Hurt Business would, what happened? He kind of asked like what happened, or like do you ever think the Hurt Business will come back, or find their way back to each other?" So Bobby actually broke it down, and I think we kind of already knew like why, but people just didn't accept why the Hurt Business kind of broke up. But basically, they really broke up so that MVP could help Omos. That actually was the reason why.
You could put him in the Hurt
He
Business.
said, he said, all of us, we had this certain, vision, or we had a certain image. And, it got to a point where they were like, how are we going to, who's going to help Omos get over, or who's going to guide him? And they were looking for a person to do that. And they didn't think that him joining the Hurt Business would have did that. So that wouldn't have made sense. That's how they felt.
White America, I see.
But then they had put MVP with him, and then that was kind of why that went that way. So, but
like they acting like that black people can't like cooperate together and come together.
no, it's not about them cooperating. It's just like they were like, think about it. If they're already established and doing their own thing, I don't think they wanted to go the evolution route with the Hurt Business.
Oh, okay.
I think
Why
that's
not?
essentially
Okay.
Because they don't want niggas with power?
no, because they just
No.
They may want just one nigga to grow.
But the bloodline been together forever though, right?
Well, that's the bloodline, and that's a whole different story for a different day.
Listen, I personally think
They're
Paul
like
Heyman,
long-haired niggas.
Exactly. I think that Paul Heyman had something to do with it because why is that the only dominant group that you have in WWE? Like they should have been tired.
Well, because it's Roman.
Right,
but it's just like why not have Bobby on Raw?
But because
you have different programs.
Roman's the face of the company.
So what I kind of hope and that they do is they put Bobby on SmackDown. Switch him over.
He needs a crew then.
He don't need a crew. He's Bobby fucking Lashley. And
No.
listen,
He's the
that takes a
Black
lot.
God.
But they really love Omos.
Yeah.
In WWE,
they're really big on him.
Because high character guy.
Listen, when that nigga was even the doorman at Raw Underground, you saw
Underrated.
that there was
underrated.
There was something there.
Underrated.
No, they're like all the legends love him.
Yeah,
he's a good guy. He listens too.
He's so nice.
He's a really good guy.
But going back, okay,
his
so
shorty from Rochdale.
Really?
His fiance.
Oh.
She's from Rochdale, Queens.
We had just passed by.
You have to think Queens,
Rochdale
like
earlier
Queens,
today.
He hates New York though.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's funny. The security guy at Cats that that works the door, he literally looks like Omos.
Oh, really?
And he's African, and yeah, it's hilarious.
You know that all those look alike.
No. But he like, I'm gonna take a picture of him. Nah, he looks like
tall
Omos.
like him?
Yes, like legit. It's hilarious. Like he could be related.
Ask him.
Yeah, so it's
Ask
weird.
him.
But going back to what they are talking about shifting things to. So they're looking to bring up people from NXT on the main roster in that draft situation. And then the Rumbles were, they're looking to combine the NXT UK and NXT 2.0 brands together. And then kind of starting with that as a combined situation. So I think it's cool. Even this week on NXT 2.0, they had, a lot of the UK guys coming over. They're probably going to do the joint show Labor
Worlds
Day
Collide
weekend. Yeah, the Worlds
versus,
Collide. That shit is hard.
Yeah. Versus they try to put it at the same time as
when Tyler Bate came out, it was in front of.
That's what y'all care about. I care more about Survivor Series.
Listen, all I ask, Trips, is really just do War Games justice. That's all I ask.
War Games on the main roster with Bobby Lashley throwing people.
Throwing them weird in the cage.
Through the cage.
Come on. You don't want to see Bobby Lashley toss someone in the roof and just walk away?
Nah, I'm good on that. I don't want to see that. I don't.
I want to see that.
Imagine Hurt Business with Omos versus like actually versus Bloodline.
Who's gonna be there? All the tall guard.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
They got Matt Simone's though, you know.
No, actually.
Oh, the brother.
The brother.
Oh, the brother.
The brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be cool.
Yeah, that's too much.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
That's a whole
Niggas is out of
Survivor
control.
Series storyline.
Niggas, but all in
put
all,
Cody in there.
Cody for what?
Cody is not coming back into Rumble. I need everyone to just
he
chill the
could be
fuck
owner of
out.
the group, you know, just chilling there.
Cody
with
is
the
his
Samoans.
own Cody.
He like black people more. My bad.
Yeah.
Listen, Cody as honorary member as a Hurt Business be.
That would be kind of
like
fire.
he matched the aesthetics.
I mean, he does got a good suit for them. That's
Come
what this
on.
one. It's funny. That's what this one. The other when we watched Raw the other night, he was like, "Yo, I miss Bobby in a suit." And I was like, "What?"
Come on, B. Come on, B.
I said, "Excuse me."
Come
He's
on,
like,
B.
"Yo,
yeah, all
Bobby
the boys
with the
dressed
crisp
like Bobby
suit."
like.
Fire, but when you come out with that suit,
See the suit. I was like, "Come on now."
rose color with the white band.
Damn, we came with the yellow suit
Right. Come on, bro.
with the
Niggas out of swaggy, bro.
all niggas came.
Mind you,
Come
MVP
on,
was
B.
doing suits.
Or when the
before
Hurt
that.
Business came out to Raw Underground, taking off their.
Nah, that I'm telling you, that Raw Underground shit was so like, oh shit, that was so underrated.
Son.
You ungrateful,
Ungrateful,
niggas, you.
son.
Because I know everybody for the most part was like, what the fuck is that? And yo, I'll never forget, we would sit and make sure we was glued to the TV when Raw Underground was about to come on in that 10 o'clock hour. Y'all couldn't tell us nothing. And then they one time had ended Raw. Because I think that was that when the Hurt Business had came and just started melee. Yo,
Damn.
that's all.
Facts.
Yo, that's how I feel about Raw the last 2 weeks. I'm like, there's a melee. Every scene,
Come on,
niggas
B.
is fighting.
Come on.
no
B.
What's going for?
For no reason. Niggas be fighting for no reason.
when Matt Riddle was talking on that interview this week and Sethi was in
Sound
the ring.
intelligence.
And he stood up and he said, actually, I'm here. And then booked it to the ring.
Come on, B.
We was like, what the fuck is going
With his
on?
bare feet, B.
And then, shout outs to the security guy / indie dude, because everybody knows all the security random niggas that they have at shows are indie guys. I wish I knew who you were. The way you fucking tackled fucking Dexter Loomis midair, it was impressive as fuck. Like, and I like that they gave him more time to like actually get across the barricade. So like last week, he got to the barricade but didn't get as far, and then he got over the barricade this week. That nigga's gonna come under the ring next week. I'm telling you.
I love Dexter Loomis, what they're doing with him.
I love it. So that's what I'm
I don't know
like,
what the point.
and you don't even know the direction, because I was sitting here like, well, maybe he going after AJ because AJ was fucking with Austin Theory. I don't know. And I'm sitting here throwing shit in the air, and then I'm just like, I don't know why he's fucking with him then.
But
don't
I
get it.
would like them to connect NXT storylines with WWE.
Me too.
But I think they may.
Like have it canon.
I think they may.
I mean, so far they introduced they were telling like their past stuff they've been doing though.
That is true.
Yeah.
They connect a lot of stuff,
And that's why I always stress commentary, because that's the gateway of you understanding what the fuck's going on.
I just like Karrion Kross being back.
Yeah, me too. His luscious hair.
Yo, first of all, when he did that promo on SmackDown and he was like he was on his lurky shit looking at fucking Drew, I was like,
So
that's fucking
I have a
gold.
question. What's the issue
Damn.
that people have with him?
what cool.
Karrion Kross.
So I think the issue
Because they was going to
is
stick on Impact.
so I think the opposite. I think we were aware of it, because that's how I fell for Killer Kross, was him on Impact and doing wild shit on Impact. Like I was glued from then. But I think the NXT run, he didn't really get to, like, he did the cryptic messages and did the promos here and there, but some people maybe didn't connect to it. So, and then I think what really fucked him up was when he came on the main roster with the fucking
Gladiator.
the gladiator stuff, which I didn't mind. Like, I think when wrestling, I think what sometimes hinders us as fans is we aren't as open-minded. Like, we pick and choose who we want to be open-minded with. And I think that
I'm minded for Undertaker for years.
I think that Killer Kross coming back and with Scarlett, and it's the whole TikTok thing, and that worked. And I think even now it gave Roman that like, holy shit, but then he wasn't worried about it.
So supposedly it's because Vince didn't think Scarlett was cute.
Wow.
That's why he didn't fuck
Wow.
with Scarlett.
She's like a 2020.
All that petty shit.
But
All that petty shit they be saying about why Vince like fired niggas, I believe all that.
I believe
But
it.
but he's a Virgo, so I believe it too. But it's crazy because Scarlett could really be the 2022 version of Sable.
Absolutely not. I don't know where you got that shit
I-
from.
I-
She
yeah.
can
Where'd you
be.
get that? No, she cannot.
You're wrong on that one.
You are wrong.
How am I wrong about that?
No.
How?
You're a woman. You're not going to get it.
No, tell me.
She doesn't have Sable sex appeal. There's no way. No disrespect.
You
Killer.
wouldn't smash?
Nigga, I didn't say she was ugly.
We
But
never
I'm
said that.
asking.
We never said
We
that.
never said that.
I'm just asking
Yeah.
a question.
There's a level of sex appeal that Sable had that's unmatched.
Yeah. Sonny had it.
Sonny had
For the
more.
time. For the time.
Sonny had more trailer park sexy.
Yeah.
Like Sable got some elevated top tier sexy. There's a reason why Brock goes home to the woods.
Listen.
Tearing that
Listen,
up.
whoever on the east side of things, listen, if y'all need a new show, I would love to hear the love stories of wrestling. Like, I would love to know how Brock bagged her.
For being himself, he's a cancer.
I would love. That's problematic as fuck. Actually, now that makes hella sense about Brock. Whoa.
That's why Brock left.
But even
Got in his feelings and left.
what's crazy is
something
was it Entertainment Tonight did like a segment with Bianca and Montez, and they talked about like how they started dating and they had that conversation. So I think it's worth the how the fuck Tyson Kidd and Natalia just started
They
like
grew
fucking
up
with each other.
Exactly.
But like the actual stories.
And I don't
of
understand
it.
why I love Tyson Kidd, but I don't know why he not smashing it.
I don't know why he hasn't shot up the club. I really don't. Unless that's not what she want. Then okay. But
Because there was an episode of Total Divas.
well, no, because she would always rock. So there was that first
Nah,
season.
nah.
That first,
Hold up.
That first season of Total Divas, Natalia was an asshole to her husband. Like if that's next season,
Because she wasn't dicking her down.
If that next season he would have
man.
If
Come
that
on,
next
no,
season
no.
he would have divorced her, I wouldn't have been mad about it. Because
she was mad because she wasn't getting no dick.
She was very mean.
She
to
was
him.
mad because hold up. This chick Natalia did an episode, right? She put the lingerie on, titties is tittying, ass is assing, hips is looking nice, because Natalia thick.
Yeah.
Natalya is
Thick like oatmeal. Thick like oatmeal.
She thick like cold oatmeal, son.
Thick.
Like
thick like an oatmeal ball.
shit is thick.
Thick.
And then she trying to look sexy for this.
No flatty right here when you slap it.
I like grits.
She trying to look all sexy. She walking around.
That nigga walked the other way.
Tyson was just like, oh shit, oh wrestling.
Oh man.
And then she like she's yes he did. He did.
Was
And then
he injured? Was he injured at the time?
Nigga, my dick.
No,
still
wait.
works.
Was it? No, for real. Was
He
he?
can
Was
still
he
pipe.
injured? No. But was he injured at that time?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Y'all know who Stephen Hawkins is?
Of course.
No.
Stephen Hawkins is basically the person who came up with. He's one of the greatest scientists of all time. He came up with the Big Bang Theory,
Okay.
proved it and everything. Long story short, the nigga can't walk. He talks to a computer. The nigga has 3 kids.
Not alive.
He's dead and he passed away. He has 3 kids. He can't walk. That's number 1. Number 2, he left his wife for another chick.
Yeah, you can lay down.
Without
You know what I never understood? Niggas with disability have the balls to do some shit like that.
Have those kids while having that gender.
No. Oh, the first one. The second one, I don't think he had it.
Nah, he was going down.
He was and she carried him.
Yeah.
She picked him up and put him on the bed and they fucked.
Yo, the audacity of
But
like niggas.
it
with
goes back to what I'm saying.
disabilities,
I don't give a fuck if Tyson was injured. There's respect Tyson Kick because I love you. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck he was injured. You have Natty. Natty is thick.
But it's like cause think about it. The like remember when Danny Bryan was on Total Bellas and there was that period of time where they hit a rough patch in their marriage and it was the time where he couldn't wrestle. It was the time where he like fresh off of that shit. Like mentally,
I get that.
like if you're not
But
in a
I-
good
no, I
mental
un-
space, can you smash?
I get you. You're right. But at the same exact time,
They embrace
they
that.
weren't having pussy for mad long. He wasn't taking that pussy out for mad long. And she was talking about that.
Well,
And she was talking about
if
that.
you was mean to me, I would.
No, she was mean.
She was being
No,
mean.
she was mean because she wasn't getting any dick.
Listen.
That is why I'm almost 100.
Sometimes-
Because women do that shit all the
yeah.
time.
No.
They start acting. Come on, son. We're not doing this.
No.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Y'all do certain stuff because y'all horny, and then where you have to, like, we got to yoke it up against the wall and dick your guys down. Y'all happy after that.
No,
Smiling.
Okay.
I don't want to be.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's not. That's not. My thing is that's. I don't want you guys to feel like that's a majority type of thing either.
Nigga, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It really is not.
Y'all angry.
Dudes
I'm
who
not
get
angry.
women will say, preach, y'all.
I'm telling you, I be getting angry.
I get angry. Well, not at you. So
See?
no, I'm intrigued.
See?
But I'm asking you
But
though.
like I'm saying, she was cursing this nigga out because she wasn't getting any dick.
I bet you if he get, like, listen, all you need some blue chew and some body armor. That's
And he
it.
would have been fine.
Exactly.
He would have been fine. Even if he could. Sometimes you just got to roll over and just give it to them for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
And should have shut up.
Exactly. You know,
Because Natty looks like she annoying.
Exactly.
my nigga, she was annoying on that episode. Like on that first like I did
Yes,
not
because
like
she
her.
wasn't getting any dick.
Well, sis.
Tyson wasn't giving her any dick. And maybe Tyson was stressed. Maybe he was going through something. But sometimes, like my brother said, take a blue chew, roll over, give it to her, and go back to sleep.
Yep.
Because I understand you be stressed out.
Yeah, you know. He's white, so like he like Jack Daniels. So little Jack Daniels.
Little Jack Daniels to sip that shit.
You know, get you hard.
Or some
dude.
wild turkey.
Yo,
Yeah,
you
wild
know,
turkey, yeah.
Bret Hart
Wild-
has a distillery in Canada. I kind of want to go to.
Get some of that too.
Not gonna
Get
hold
some of
you.
that too and take care of her.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because that was the problem.
Take some maca root. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, on
exactly.
that note, guys, Jobber Slam this Saturday.
Ooh, let's go through the card.
We got make sure 3:00 bell time. We got Mysterious Q going for the 5-point title against Steve Pena.
Pena, my nigga
have-
Pena, aka Vachita,
We
is
are
winning
going
that. Who you got? Who you
to-
got?
No, you said
No, yeah, I can't predict things I already know.
I'm going for my nigga Pena.
And then we're crowning our first ever battleweight champion for Battle Club Pro. So it will be a survival of the fittest. We got 12 awesome competitors.
I'll be the ref for that.
To be going through the gauntlet. And then we have
That'll be a good
round
hour.
2
Jesus.
Prolific versus Jobbertears South.
I gotta space that out in between, like put something between that because like I gotta change.
Well, first of all, it's not about you. So you're going to have to figure that out.
But I'm part of the entrance.
You are going to have to figure that out.
I'm part of the entrance.
Once again, you have to figure that out. And then we have Janai Kai versus Jesse Bonesaw.
Ooh, my favorite
and
match.
a submissions match. So that's going to be dope. We got the franchise title up for grabs. Dan Ma versus McDrake. We have the Battle Club Pro Tag Team Championship match of main event versus Thick and Juicy 2.0, which consists of Willow Nightingale. Shout out to Willow for, she's out here killing it on not only on the indies, but on AEW/ROH side of things. So super proud of her. And then, of course, Miss Brooke Valentine coming up. We got Darius Carter's Open Challenge back at it again. Who do you guys think is coming?
Wilkins. I mean, you gotta get your payback from 2 years back. Yeah. 2 years back, though, you gotta get your payback, dogs.
We'll
he
see.
embarrassed you at the last Battle Club event a couple years ago. You gotta get your payback, dogs.
Yo, the music hits and it's you.
I don't know what my interest theme is gonna be.
Shout out to the theme song gods. Montezi coming up and performing the theme song.
This nigga's fucking annoying with this Headsprung. Years ago, we asked him, like, what would be your theme song you come out to? Headsprung.
That song is fire. Yes.
If you come out with that music, I would be so upset with you.
That shit's fire.
He starts off, they call me Big Willie.
Come on.
That shit's
Gotta
perfect.
get a head sprung.
That shit is perfect.
Gotta get a head sprung.
These niggas here, bro.
Okay,
Son,
see, now,
Queens get them. Look.
Queens niggas all day, but that shit is not it.
Yo, that song is fire.
That song at a stadium, because I tried out in practice. It hits. It hits. It hits.
It just hits for him.
Because the beat is fire. Who made it be Timbaland?
Yeah.
Timbaland was unstoppable back in the day.
So yes, so Darius
He was
Carter's
like COVID.
Open Challenge. That you're stupid as fuck for that. Let's see who will accept the challenge. And then we have shout out to once again my sister in wrestling, Miss Faye Jackson. We're having the Faye Jackson's
For
Gray
your honey
Sweatpants
females
Battle
out
Royal and guys.
Who not getting no love like Natalia.
there. For your honey females.
I'm over
You know,
y'all.
you get a lot of meat in that match. I
love you,
that match.
Natalia.
Plus,
I love you, Tyson
Savannah is the wild card because she's the only
Come
female
on,
in the
B.
match.
Come on, B.
So,
she's the China of the
and I
group,
do
B.
believe we may have
She
one or
might do a low
two.
bro too. I'll look away.
Well, it's a battle royal, so you don't gotta worry about it.
Yo, battle royals that Matt used to do.
Yeah.
Just watching you fall out.
and then once again, the main event will be Mia Swole, Lord. Mia Yim challenging
Mia-
Big Swole for
Swole
the
versus Mia
Icons
Yams.
title. Once again, I thank Blake and TZ for coming up from the DMV area to perform Mia out. And then, of course, the theme song, King himself, that not only has done our theme song and a few others, will be singing out Swole for the main event. So I think, once again, all the sponsors, everyone that's purchased a ticket, everyone that has been from the beginning of this journey and understands the background stuff and the struggles and the tears and the fights and all that stuff, like, to present you guys this show this Saturday is going to mean everything to all of us. So we thank everybody for being a part of our journey in this. Once again, tickets are still on sale, $25 ahead for general admissions up until Friday. And then at the door will be $30. So make sure to come. You can come with cash, or we do accept electronically. We are in the 2022 realm. So, but once again, we thank everyone, all the podcasters, all the media, every single person that's supported, whether it's financially or physically or just mentally. Thank you so much for being a part of this show with us. But once again, Black Girl Magic Friday night. They got 6 amazing matches, with the main event being Karen Bam Bam representing the Northeast fam versus Trisha Dora. So we look forward to seeing those ladies battle it out, and that's Friday night, 8:00 bell, promptly. And then once again, Saturday, August 20th, Java Slam 2. We will, where can I see if I'm not out there? Oh, good question. Those that unfortunately would not be able to join us this weekend, I believe both shows will be on Title Match Network on a future date. They will be there for streaming purposes. It won't be streamed live, so just keep that in mind. But we will release when it will be on Title Match Network. So it will be on there. Along with, if you missed last year's, you can watch last year's as well because it is on Title Match Network. And shout outs to them.
On our Instagram, YouTube. Watch
Wow.
in the description
Wow.
below. Job Slam 1.
Wow. Well, as always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Star Wilkins and Mrblacc. Hashtag Black Excellence. We will see you guys Saturday. If not, we'll see you next week. Hashtag Black Excellence. Hashtag we are out.
Shit's fire.
It's the Jobbertears podcast.